we're going to look at personalizations in Business Central. Let me share my screen. Voila. So this is Business Central and this is my Role Center screen. To activate the personalizations, which only affects you and nobody else, we go over to the little cog, click and select Personalization. Here, a grey bar appears along the top with a red dot saying Personalization Business Central. From here, you can hover over different items on the screen and you get a little red triangle. From there, you click and you can reorder items on the screen. And this is also the same for the menu. If we click, we can change the order of these by clicking and dragging. We can also change the order of items on the actual menu by clicking and dragging. And if we scroll down to the queues, we can also move these by clicking and dragging. And that then reorders them. If, however, we're not happy with the changes we've made, we can go back up to Clear Personalizations on the right-hand side, and you have the option for the navigation menu, which is this one, only actions, which are these, only fields, columns and parts, which are normally on pages, and all. We've made quite a few changes on this page, so I'm going to select all. And that reverts everything back to the default. Now, if we now navigate over to the purchase order list, on this page here, we still got the personalization open on the top with the grey bar. Here we quite often find that the vendor or customer names are quite long and the column needs to be widened. So from here you click on the little red triangle, you can make it smaller if it wants to go smaller or wider. I don't think there's enough fields on the page to make that one smaller. We can also add fields or different columns to this page if you want to by clicking on the add field. All the additional fields you can add appear down the right hand side. And to simply make them appear here, you select one down the right hand side. In this instance, I'm going to select posting date, click and release. And that then adds that to that column. If you're not happy with it there, you click and simply move it to where you want it to be. You can also remove them as well by clicking on the triangle and clicking the option to remove. And that doesn't delete it permanently, it just simply moves it back to the right hand side for you to select again if you want to. Now if we look at within a purchase order, you can do the same thing here. So with the menu options as I showed you on the Role Center, you can reorganize these. You can also reorganize the items on that menu as well. On the fast tabs, you can also reorganize these so you can move them around. Voila. And then also on the purchase order lines, you can add fields. If I just click on one field, then all the fields available then appear on the right hand side. And just as before, we can click on any one of these and drag it across and then move it to where you would want it to appear. And that's also the same with the invoice detail, shipping payment plan. There is a little extra thing. So here we've got show more and show less. So that's showing more and that shows less. If there are additional fields you would like to see when it's on the show less, you just click and then do show when collapsed. And then when you do the show less, it then appears on that screen. So for example, we go to the top and then do show less. So at the moment it's only showing us 8 fields. If we do show more and then select the vendor shipment number, show when collapsed, and then click show less, the vendor shipment number is now displayed. I'm not sure if that was one that was already there. Let's try with another field just to be sure. Let's do the VAT date. There we go, and the VAT date is displayed. If you change your mind later, that is also fine. We can click show under show more, which was where it was before, and that disappears. Once you're finished and you're happy with all the changes you've made, you simply click on done, and that bar then disappears and those changes are saved. But any changes you've made are only for you and doesn't affect anybody else. And that's it, how to personalize Business Central.